Well, well, well. Welcome back to the channel, Mr. Bitcoin Maxi. And hopefully we're still all Bitcoin Maxis wherever you are in the world. Now, what's going on with Bitcoin? Looks like the bears were right, huh? You know, it's amazing to me. Everybody, $124,000 was so bullish on Bitcoin. Now all of a sudden we see a dip and it's over. Everybody's saying it's over. The long-term holders bleeding Bitcoin down. And so to me, I find myself today a little disappointed in some Bitcoin holders. Not particularly you watching this, but the vast majority, of the community that's complaining about Bitcoin going down. And to me, it feels like everybody just wants it to be, or everybody wanted it to be, something to make money quick, something that would get them rich overnight. And I think that the videos out there where people making millions in crypto, and there's stories out there talking about how this one guy or this one person became a millionaire off Bitcoin. And I think that puts unrealistic expectations around the world. And so I think that, in my opinion, those people aren't really true Bitcoin maximalists and true Bitcoin holders. And it's just frustrating to me, At the same time, I don't really let it affect me too much, because at the same time, when people are selling, it just means that the true believers are going to be able to stack. And you know what's crazy? People would rather sell their Bitcoin and convert all their Bitcoin, and they would rather have it in this. They'd rather have it all in this. Can you believe that? They would rather hold something that's deflating in value every day. Piece of paper, fiat, cash, trash. They'd rather hold gold and silver. You know, I showed you all that I used to buy it. I don't buy it anymore. It's manipulated by the banks. Well, yeah, some people might say Bitcoin is manipulated. However, over time, it's going to be harder to manipulate it, unlike silver. Because Bitcoin, we all know, say it for the people in the back, 21 million coins. Minority, a lot has been lost, and more will continuously be lost. And I'm not trying to be wish this upon anybody, but you have to also think. Say, for example, you have one person that passes away, and they don't responsibly leave their Bitcoin to somebody. Maybe they don't have anybody. Maybe they don't have a family to leave it to. Well, you have to understand that that Bitcoin is going to be lost. That Bitcoin is going to be on a wallet somewhere, and it's going to add to the Bitcoin that is going to be lost, like I said. And it's going to happen more and more and more as time goes on. So, I think Michael Saylor, I just seen a video with him and Grant Cardone, and it was interesting watching that, actually, because it seems like, it's just my opinion, but it seems like Michael Saylor isn't too fond of Grant Cardone, just the way that he's acting in the video, which was pretty funny. But Michael Saylor's been buying a lot. I believe he said he's been buying every day this week, if I can remember correctly. Don't quote me on that. But they're going to come out with how much they purchased on Monday. Grant Cardone asked him, well, how much have you bought? And he's like, well, I can't really say. And so you have to understand that, look at Michael Saylor. He's buying. He's buying, I'm buying. Now, the money that I just showed you, a lot of people might take that and just go buy Bitcoin, or they can go on a Black Friday sale, right? We're about to hit Black Friday, and Black Friday is coming next week. And so I could take that money, go buy something on Black Friday, waste it, or I could take myself to a nice fancy dinner, or I could use it and be patient, dollar cost average more into Bitcoin as it's bleeding. Now, the bulls are saying that we are going to go to $150,000 by the end of the year. Could it happen? I don't know. But if it does, all I know is I'm prepared. I am preparing right now. And personally, what I'm doing is, yes, I'm bag holding. I will always be bag holding. I will always be dollar cost averaging and accumulating. And I suggest you all do the same, because why do you want to convert your Bitcoin into something that's going to deflate? What else are you gonna put your money in? And I know a lot of people will say, well, you could sell it now and buy it when it's lower. I mean, yes, you could do that, but what's the point in doing that? You're gonna lose sleep. Even though you could write it off as it's a taxable event, even though it's a loss if you sell it, and of course it's a loss if you bought it before on this dip. Or you can just be patient and hold it and not try and time the market. Because one thing I want to tell you all in this video before we wrap this up is what really opened my eyes to Bitcoin, or I guess how a lot of traders think and holders, when I was in meme coins. The people that were currently holding and bullish on that current meme coin, right? If the price wasn't increasing and the holders weren't increasing, then the current holders would just basically start bleeding out that meme coin. And to me, that's the same thing what we're seeing in Bitcoin. So to me, those people aren't real Bitcoiners. Those people aren't long-term holders. They're not looking out 20, 30 years. They're not looking out to their grandchildren's timeline. They're looking right now. How much can I make now? And a lot of people around the world don't have a lot of capital just to throw into Bitcoin and just make, 20, 30, 40 grand. It might change some people's life, change a lot of people's life actually, compared to how much people are struggling now, paying bills. Everybody's losing their jobs. AI is starting to take over. And in this video, I'm not trying to be negative, but that's what it seems like that all I see online. What happened to everybody believing in Bitcoin and wanting to get away from the banks? What's crazy is when I go to deposit money, $500 limit how much I could deposit into the bank. If I go to, for example, if I'm using Cash App, right, for example, and I'm like, hey, I want to put some money onto Cash App. You have to go from business to business to business, putting money into Cash App. So it's like $500 here, go over here, $500. You can't just do it at one spot. And then they look at you like you're money laundering or you're a criminal if you try and put more than that in at that one particular business, which is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But with Bitcoin, you don't have to worry about that. You don't have no person saying how you can and can't control your Bitcoin, Oh, dang. But yeah, I want to come on and make this video. Enjoying the sun. I'm enjoying the Bitcoin discount. And I'm personally preparing, in case we go lower, to definitely buy more, dollar cost average more. And if you're watching this, please just be patient. Don't try and time the market. Don't try and think that because we're going down, it's over. It's not. This is a good thing. This is a gift to us all that we can buy more on a discount. I would rather be buying here. Just to be honest with you, I would rather be buying here at $89,000 than I would be buying at 124,000, 120,000. That price is going to come back. And it's going to come back, whether it's next year, whether it's the year after, who knows? But all I know is long term, I'm preparing. So, with that being said, might be coming out with another video later. I know you all love these videos where I just talk with you all one-on-one, like we're just hanging out. You guys are on a walk with me. And I just love Bitcoin. I love talking Bitcoin, and I love just connecting with you all around the world, depending on where you're tuning in from. And yeah, if you stay with me so far in this video, appreciate it. Again, I'll probably come out with another video later on today. So if you're not subscribed, consider hitting that subscribe button. And for all my returning subscribers, thank you all so much for the love and the support on this channel. I've grown so much in the last 2 months, and each and every one of you has made it possible. Each and every one of you has stayed, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm Mr. Bitcoin Maxi, and we're all Bitcoin Maxis, and I'll see you all in the next video. I hope you all have a good day.